and the good people of NDC, the entire supporters of our party, and the next president of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama. Dr. Dufo is a member of our party with good standing. There is no doubt about that. And he has raised his concerns about the register we are going to use to conduct our elections on Saturday, 13th of this month. And the party, the election directorate, have time to sit with he and his campaign team to resolve these matters. But to our surprise, the later part of yesterday, we were told he went to court to put an injunction on the elections. And we were all surprised. Now, what's going on?
It has happened.
What is he seeking to achieve?
Well, he wants an injunction.
So, no, when you do that, then you are acting on bad faith. Yes. And when you listen to the likes of Kukubo and his other colleagues, the kind of commentary they are making out there, it's like clearly they are bitter souls.
Let's put the commentary aside. What is the state of play? What is the party?
We are going to have a press conference today.
I thought there was a meeting yesterday. I spoke with a member of the team
Exactly. That is why I'm saying that we had a meeting. The election directorate had a meeting with them.
Okay. What was that?
Right after the party headquarters, they went to court to seek an injunction.
After the meeting?
Yes.
Yesterday?
That is why I'm saying they are acting on bad faith. What are they seeking to achieve? You have issues with the register. They've given you the platform to come. Let's sit down, address the matter. I mean, the register, no register can be 100% clean. There are some lapses. We all agreed. But these are not major issues that, as a party, comrades, we should go to court and address it. The party has given you the audience. Come. Tell us your problem. We'll address it. You see, NDC is a serious and a big political party. And it is stated clear in our party constitution that when you have issues with the party, you must pass through party structures. When you are exhausted with the structures, then you then move to court.
Maybe that's what happened with them.
He hasn't.
But you're not in the team. So
I am saying that he hasn't. No, I don't just come to sit here and talk of what I'm not aware of or what I don't know.
But there was a meeting yesterday.
And that is why I'm saying that I have been briefed. I am here because of my party.
Okay. What was the
so before I come here, I've been briefed.
What was the outcome of yesterday's meeting?
Look, the election directory told them that they raised issues about some duplication of names. And I said, look, some constituencies have not even, brought their register. So let's wait. They will receive the register of 3 constituencies from Upper East today. Then the next day, which is today, when they receive that register, then they come back and we address it. Immediately after the meeting, straight to court.
So we
are all surprised.
They filed an interlocutory injunction against the upcoming presidential and parliamentary primaries. It has named the respondents as the General Secretary of the NDC, the Director of the Elections Directorate, along with flag bearer hopefuls John Dramani Mahama and Kojo Bonsu. And the defendants have been commanded to enter their appearance within 8 days of being served with the legal documents. So it's now a court issue.
Yeah, as I speak to you, the party has a legal team. We have a committee in charge of legal issues. I'm not a lawyer.
Okay. Would that be Mr. Maliba?
Yes, it's being headed by lawyer Abraham Maliba. And as I speak, the party officially has not received any receipt from court. We all saw it in the social media that the has been posted there, and his campaign team are making their commentary about it. As a party officially hasn't received it. And like I said, the party will be having a press conference today to address some of these issues. Now look, this is not a major issue that people should be running to court trying to create this media sensation as if our register is so porous, or there is an attempt to, manipulate the electoral system of the party. That is not the case at all. In this country, everybody knows that NDC, we've been raising concerns about how the transparency of electoral system, how serene that the election process in this country should be. That has been our stand since 2020 to date. So there is no point in trying to manipulate the system in our own internal electoral system. No.
What will be the contents of the press conference that will be happening today?
Oh, why? The party will address these issues they've raised, and the likes of Kukubu trying to make mischief out of it, as if the party is not giving them the platform to come. And we'll also let them know these duplicates of names and the rest, that is not true. It's palpable false. Even yesterday, when they came, the party asked them, look, this is the register that we've given you. And you raise issues about that. They even said there are places they can't see the photographs of the electors, the delegates. Okay, if you have this evidence, table it. Let's have a look at it. And we'll compare to a copy that we've given you. You couldn't provide this evidence. And later it's at your campaign office, you made them available. And the election director said, if you make them available, well, we still have some few days to go. Let's have this evidence, these issues we've raised, those duplication of names and the rest, what of you are talking about. Let's have them the next day, which is today. You all agreed on this. The next minute or hour, you moved to court, started posting your so-called suit in the social media platforms. And if you are a serious party person, you have issues. Let's even assume you've exhausted the party structures and you've gone to court. You haven't officially served the party. Will you go and put it on the social media platforms? So is that where we address our internal issues?
So when is this press conference?
Oh, I think press conference will take place between 11 and 12.
Okay. At your party headquarters?
Yes, party headquarters.
Okay. So we'll be following it.
Yeah, the party will get clear. You see, a child that will not survive, any child that will not survive, you can send that child to the best doctor in the world. The child will not still survive.
What do you mean by that proverb?
Dr. Dufour and his team, no matter, even if you ask them, that look, you prepare your own register. Dr. Dufour and his campaign team, they should prepare their own register. That will use to conduct Saturday election. They will still lose. NDC, look, we are poised to win power 2024.
What is your alternative? What are you bringing giving to Ghanaians?
Look, it is clear that President Mahama is the obvious choice. Looking at the abysmal performance of Akufo-Addo government, the non-performing appointees, ministers, and the CEOs, etc. You know it, and I know it. That Ghanaians need a man who have done it before, who has a track record, who can point out to ABC, I have done this, I've done that. 2024 is going to be evidence-based and experience. We are not going to do this kind of trial error thing that we did in 2016, 2020, and we are at where we are today. I don't think Ghanaians are ready for that. So we cannot gamble the lives of these noble citizens of our country.
Your candidate failed the elections lost elections in 2016 and 2020. So he's lost more elections than he's won.
You see, when you've lost elections, doesn't mean that you are incompetent or you are not capable of leading. If that is the yardstick, then this current president doesn't even deserve to be there for a minute. He has been a serial loser. Nana Addo has been a serial loser throughout till he became president in 2016.
We are talking about the NDC's vision for Ghana.
You are saying that he has lost elections.
Mr. Akufo-Addo is not going to be on the ballot in 2024. One of your candidates in the NDC is going to be on the ballot. What is the plan for the NDC for Ghana?
Obviously, the candidate that will be on the ballot is John Dramani Mahama.
What is his plan?
His plan is that the good job that we have done, he needs to come and continue. He's coming to save our country from sinking. Okay, and he made mention of, even there are so many things that we have in our constitution.
Like what?
Like ex gratia lady. He made mention that when he comes, you have a critical look at it.
Is that what Ghanaians are interested in? People, suffering Ghanaians are you're talking. No, let me make my argument, because I'm not hearing your candidate's plan. What is his plan?
He has a good plan for the. So you relax. I'll give you the plan. The plan is that
super relaxed.
The reckless spending. Okay, the reckless spending, the reckless borrowing, is going to be thing of the past, and he's coming to build a country. He's coming to create an economy that will be exporting more than we are importing. President Mahama and NDC is coming with an agricultural revolution. The next NDC government will launch an agricultural revolution.
What's the biggest problem that Ghana is facing right now that needs a solution and that your candidate can provide?
Look, looking at the performance of the current government, our problems are so huge.
What is the
to the extent that we need people with good planning. Look, when you go to today,
Chris,
the living standards of Ghanaians, myself and you.
You're not listening to me.
No, you're asking of problems, and I'm just giving you some of the problems.
I said, listen, they say if you're going to eat two frogs, eat the bigger one first. What is the biggest problem in Ghana now, and how is the NDC trying to solve it? Or what is the NDC's plan to solve Ghana's biggest problems? That's what we want. We want somebody who can solve big problems. What's our biggest problem?
You know our big problems, all sectors. That is why I'm telling you.
No, if I knew,
we have a very weak economy. We have a very weak economy. The living standard of an ordinary Ghanaian is very bad. I'm coming.
What's the solution?
The solution. That is why I told you that when you come to the living standard, we make sure we build a very strong, a very sound economy.
How?
We launch a strong agricultural revolution that every Ghanaian, you wake up, the little coins you have in your pocket, you can have your 3-day square meal.
How?
You want the plan?
Tell me how.
Good. This is it. When we come to power, we will make sure that we support the local farmers. You go to our cocoa sector, a farmer who has done so well, the NDC government will take a responsibility to supply them with the farming inputs, like the fertilizers and etc.
That is not happening now?
It is not happening. Farmers are buying it.
No farmer is getting it.
I'm saying that they don't get it free. They are buying it.
So you are going to give them
we will free. Supply free. We have done that before. And the NDC were giving free fertilizer.
Where are you getting the money from?
I am saying that, and the NDC we were giving free fertilizer.
How are you getting
we were equally. Why? When a farmer out there will produce the cocoa, he doesn't have what it is to go and sell it in the central market. It is government of Ghana who will buy from this poor farmer and go and sell it in the central market. We will create a percentage of whatever the cost that will sell it at the central market for the poor farmer. That will give him a free supply of these inputs.
Have you seen the state of
the fertilizer?
Good. I take your point. Have you seen the state of the land on which the cocoa is being grown right now with Galamsey?
Why not? Why not? You see,
how are you solving Galamsey?
Good. The Galamsey is one of the biggest challenge, the killer. In fact, it's more than mass murder. And you know that Galamsey has been something that NDC, we don't even want to hear the name Galamsey.
Did your candidate not promise to regularize the operations when he came to power?
Oh, you see, I don't want us. I don't want us to behave like, when former President Mahama said, the free SHS, the challenges are too many. When I become president, my second term, I'll review it. Then out of mischief, they say review means cancel. So I don't want to believe that you go into that tangent that when former president say, look, this galamsey manners, when I become president, we need to regulate it properly. It doesn't mean that I'm going to encourage people to do galamsey.
How do you regulate criminality?
Let me tell you. What is galamsey? What is galamsey? Small-scale mining. It's not criminal in our laws. You have your documents that you are supposed to do small-scale mining. You have a particular portion. You do it and do it well. You don't do it at the river banks.
Chris, what's your solution?
So what? No, you asked the question. You are not helping the conversation.
I am helping because you are just describing.
I am not. No, you are saying that. You are saying that the former president is coming to regulate criminality.
No, I did not say that.
No, you asked.
I asked. He spoke about his plan for galamsey, and I'm asking, is that the
and
issue?
I'm saying that how does small-scale mining in a lawful way becomes criminal? How do you describe that as criminality?
Look, you know what this is?
I don't know.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. Of course, I see it with liquid.
Yeah.
A mixture of liquid and other things. I don't know whatever it's mixing.
This is water from the River Pra.
Wow.
Both of them.
And it looks like an orange drink or something like that.
Maybe palm wine.
Yeah.
But this is galamsey.
Yeah.
Yes. So when we're talking plenty about galamsey, this is it. This is the water people are drinking. How do you get the water to be
You want
clear?
the solution to this?
Yes. Give us a solution.
Just stop the people from doing this illegality out there. People are doing mining at the river banks. We have our security out there. This is a president you can trust. President Mahama is saying that when I come to power, I am not going to allow any party parachikis out there to cause this mess. I don't know what people expect President Mahama should say again. Of course, he's going to be Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Forces. And he will make sure that the security operatives, a proper independent committee, will be formed to make sure that whoever is there, even if it is the wife or the son of Mean John Dramani Mahama, he should be dealt with accordingly.
What's your plan for jobs for young people? Unemployment statistics are crazy.
For jobs.
What are the jobs?
What's
the jobs plan?
For jobs is very important. And we have the plan, and we've done it before. And what's the plan here?
Tell me.
You see, President Mahama happened to achieve a great track record in nation building. I remember when we were in power, people were raising issues of we are not creating jobs and the rest. When you have a president, we come to we still have infrastructure deficit. All sectors, education, health, etc. This is a man who said that when I come, apart from the number of cheap compounds, the hospitals that we've built during his era, 2013 to 16, he's going to build more.
Where is the money coming from?
Where is the money coming from?
Yes, the country. We are applying for an IMF facility. The country is not in great shape. It's in worse condition than when your party left in 2016.
It's in what?
Worse condition.
Yeah, today.
Yes.
Agreed. It's perfect. You are on point.
No, it's not. I'm just looking at numbers.
You are on point.
I'm looking at numbers.
Yeah.
Where
we'll get the money from?
Where's the money coming from?
Let me tell you. IMF seeking for IMF bill and the rest. NDC, we are not against it. Ghana has been part of IMF.
Yeah, and you went there also before.
And we've been there, and we're not ashamed. Unlike today, lack of transparency, truth. People lie through their teeth, even in the floor of Parliament, House of records.
Where's the money coming from?
We go to IMF and etc. We know the situation we are today out of recklessness. But what we'll do is that when you have a competent leader, a trusted leader, there will surely be people out there who are ready. The foreign donors.
You're going to rely on foreigners.
I'm not saying foreigners alone. You are going to build a local economy. People have confidence. People will come to this country to invest. Unlike today, investors are not ready to come to our country because we don't have a credibility. When there is a change of leadership, a man the world trusts, there will be investors. We have a plan to build a local economy. We are going to generate money out of this.
Let me take you a couple of messages for Chris Dugan. He's on the NDC's National Communication Team. Let's see. Messages 05555561034. It's really sad listening to your NDC panelists. He couldn't answer any of your questions. No plan for Ghana at all. God save Ghana. Good morning. Yakubu says, today is his birthday. Yakubu, happy birthday to you. Gigi Homeku, please, Chris, stop beating about the bush. And I don't read insults. So if you're going to send messages around, I will not read them as insults. NPP former Deputy Secretary Nana Obiri-Boahen predicted long ago that Dr. Dufour would injunct the primaries. Surely it has come to pass. And you think, is it by coincidence that he knew something about it? Another message, beautiful and fantastic and educative documentary on the life of a zookeeper. Thank you for mentioning my name with precision and accuracy and sexiness, I guess. Honorable Timothy Atabuade Awuntirim, former MP Busa North constituency. Okay, more messages coming in. Good morning. There's this question I have always wished that someone from the NDC would answer me. And the person believes that Mr. John Mahama mismanaged the country, and he's now hearing John Mahama saying that he's the best candidate to save the country. So Cooperson wants to know. Ghanaians are patiently waiting for the NDC to elect President John Dramani Mahama as their flag bearer, and they believe that he will win the election. Okay, all right. More messages from the top. Charles Aidu from Gomoa. Ex-President Mahama is overwhelmingly the favorite. The names of Dr. Dufour and Kojo Bosu add to the essence and meaning of intra-party politics and democracy. Filing for injunction at the 11th hour when the party is set and prepared is very disturbing and unfortunate. Alhaji Haruna, the NDC has not given viewers a good communicator on your show this morning. In fact, I have not enjoyed them at all. NPP have destroyed our country, says Alhaji Haruna Ashaiman. Good morning, Kafri. Take time and read my message. I'm asking Honorable Henry Quartey when the second phase of the demolition of illegal structures around the Ramsar site at Sakomono, especially the tail end of the Community 12, is to come on. We, the Friends of Wetlands, are solidly behind him to protect our only Ramsar site. TTV, good morning. You wish to state to the NDC man that Ghanaians have no short memories. During the tenure of John Mahama, farmers faced challenges in terms of procuring fertilizer. If the NDC man thinks Ghanaians have forgotten, Galamsey was so rampant to the extent that Operation Stop Galamsey was formed. You believe John Mahama received a good economy from his two predecessors, but landed Ghana into the IMF. I see an improvement in the water on the table, but you're not impressed by the response to the questions. Alhaji Dawuda, is JM still in northern Ghana? You are still studying his Dagbani campaign music. You need knowledge sharing about the NDC's voter register. Who is qualified to vote on Saturday? Boss, Chris, you know who is qualified to vote on Saturday?
Yeah.
Who is qualified?
You must be a branch executive, a constituency executive, and a regional executive, finally national executives, and all former government appointees.
Okay. Yeah. All righty. We need strong security network undertakings to curb criminal activities and murder cases within the system. I agree 100%. Good morning, says Duke. Please, they shouldn't hold these wild animals in captive if they can't keep them in good conditions. They look malnourished and unhealthy. You need to go to the zoo and check it out for yourself, Duke. But point well made, talking about the zoo issues. AJ says, Calf, were you nervous when handling the snake around your neck? Because Charlie, well, that snake was quite strong, and I felt a bit of pressure around my neck. And I was wondering where the head was. Yeah, very important. You must always see where the head is. Yeah. More messages coming in. 055-556-1034. Thank you so much for your messages, Chris. So we should be expecting a press conference today.
Yes.
At your party headquarters.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add to that? I mean, how? So what? The election is still coming on?
The election is coming up.
Okay.
No, you see, I would like to entreat former Finance Minister Dr. Dufo and his people. Look, this is an internal contest. We have a cause, we have a collective responsibility to rescue this country together. As a party, Ghanaians are yearning for us. Let us demonstrate maturity. We are all members of this party, and no one is above reproach. When you have issues, use party structures. Nobody is bigger than the party. Even when you want to use party structures and you are not given the audience, you know where to go. For them to run to court and try to display this on social media, I think it will not help any offense. Ghanaians are suffering. The country is in an abyss. We need a rescuer. In fact, I am so shocked to the bone marrow. When you told me this is the water that we have in this country from our rivers.
2022.
You remember when you asked me what is that? I said, I'm seeing it to be liquid.
It's liquid, all right.
But I can't describe whether it's liquid soap or some orange drinks.
Yeah, it's a palm wine.
Or to be told this is water from our water bodies.
Big time.
So you ask yourself, water is life. So when we have a leadership out of greed, destroy our water, which is life, then we are in an abyss.
And it
is the responsibility of the largest opposition party in this country, which is NDC, to choose a responsible leader.
Are you banking on Ghanaians' dissatisfaction to come into power? Is that what you're banking on?
Yes, of course, but we have our plans to, because NDC is a mass party. And as far as democracy is concerned, it's about the masses, the feelings of the masses. And as a leader, you have to also prove to the masses that, look, I am capable. And I believe President Mahama has done beyond that.
Where is he now?
He has overproven himself.
Where is he?
He has just, finished with the Northern Regional campaign.
Okay.
He will end it there. And tomorrow he will be in Greater Accra here. Then Friday, he will be having meetings with the election directorate of the party, the party leadership.
Is that allowed?
So, any of them have that opportunity. Any of these aspirants, it is allowed.
To be meeting with your...
Why? You have a meet, they will meet all the candidates, all the aspirants will be there.
Yeah, not one-on-one.
No, not one-on-one.
That's what I wanted to
All aspirants will be meeting the leadership tomorrow next, which is Friday.
Even those who want to injunct the election?
Why? We are not aware. We are not aware of that officially. Look, we don't run our party on social media. We have this is a serious party. The only party that can save this country, the party that Ghanaians have hope, majority of Ghanaians, including myself and you. So we don't run it on social media.
You don't speak for me, sir.
Oh, why?
Why do you speak for me?
No, we are all in the same soup. I'm not speaking for you. Are you not suffering? No, are you not suffering?
Who is the host in this?
No, I can decide not to add you.
Who is the host?
You are. You asked me a question.
On that note, my guest,
Kafi, he's actually speak for you.
Bellamy Dugan, National Communication Team member, NDC. We invited Banasco Ampong Ansa. He's a member of the National Communication Team, MPP. He did not show up, and so it was a one-on-one with me and Chris here. Chris, thanks a lot. All the best with your elections. We have conversations with them on the alarming trend of spousal abuse and killing, and time with Minerals Commission, as well as AY Poyo, who is en route with his goat to come and cause mayhem here. We have to keep an eye right now, so stick around for that. And thanks to Mr. Nete for giving us chocolates. We're going to deal with these chocolates very seriously, all the way from Switzerland. Thank you very much. God bless. Love from all the team. To you. Stay tuned.
In less than a fortnight, there have been 4 building collapses across the country. Just last week, Monday, there was one at Medina SDA Junction, and last week, Thursday, there was one at Anakrom in the Adenta municipality, and of course, last Saturday, there was one at Intermale in the UDS area, and this morning, we are at the site of the 4th one, and hopefully the last in a very, very long time. We are here right in front of the Word in Action Church, which 3-story building collapsed there yesterday. We are not too sure yet what may have caused the building to collapse, but at the moment you realize that there's nobody on the scene. It's just the rubble which is in the church. Reports indicate there were 7 workers in the building at the time when they caved in. 6 of them were okay. They are at the Botiano Polyclinic, and there's one who was in critical condition. He is now at the Kodubu Teaching Hospital where he's undergoing treatment. This morning, the crew and all that have vacated the building, and there's no one really here, and there's no ribbon or whatever to cordon off the church. But there are still some people inside who are ensuring that nobody enters the building. With the benefit of the eye in the sky, you notice the rubble and the buildings which has completely caved in, and. I have some people who were here yesterday and who can tell us what exactly happened. Boss, morning.
Morning, Che.
Okay. Who find it out trouble there?
I told me man were not a copsin.
Who find it night day yesterday?
Yeah, be an happen.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, what the machine no one like a bashi no bushy.
Oh, really?
And quality or here and can only one I can. Oh, yeah, I would the machine can only a bashi or boom.
Ebashina, can many of you like what did you guys do?
In Ambulation.
It's like I
tell me what you go and Bokumia Lenefina, a Kumuka Sueno. What was July totally that did Jinke Brogier. No work blally few Ekajipo. Le Pegimoni le Pelawa. Si fan BFN led Modumona. I'm a friend of committee in Silmenele Buji, much like the Fin.
Okay, so right now, the police need firemen. What are they right now?
Police be na kanta I'm not coming check be. Only she was many or your be and war Jimmy or rushing what he gave me. What Jabo than semi quadrant police be police ambulance, fire service. Other people say I'm an member.
Thank you so much. So he's been telling us what happened yesterday. They were right here under their shed when they noticed that the building just collapsed. And unfortunately, there was one person who the rubble landed on so unfortunately for him, he is facing, he was in critical condition, and he's the one they've rushed to Kodubu Clinic. He says the police and the fire service, all of them were here to help clear the people and rescue the number of people. And so the situation, the updates I gave earlier, that's how it stands as of now. Pastor, good morning. Pastor, for saying.
Pastor, me di mami esi.
Mami esi. Pastor, enjoy na wo ha na odane buye.
Pastor, ane na me wo hands ana dane kufu.
Oh, okay. Nti den obetumi aka share.
Oh, ne metumi aka share mo ni say anopa no na ye wo ha say na adwumayefo bi baaye na adwumayefo ne eni wo mo dada. Nti na eni omu we kasa ye hu mu ache eni omu di agro ne ade. So much say omu rem omu tama so no makoye adwuma. Nti ye wo ha san na ye hu say ba ko shout ye okeke mumpie ni ade. Tina so na ye de ni akọ ho a ye hwe ni a ko ye hu hwe a ko nti a o tintim. Ba ye de ye gina na ye hu say glass no start kasa papa ni ade nti ye say na de nti na glasses no yes ti ejina ha ejina ha mu kakra na ye hu say ai say ya tutie gas ye hu hwe ahanyina ye white ye hu hwe na ye start say ye dwane ye omo han bebre na dwane ye omo be hwifom me ameka say kura me hwifom nti tema me sorry ye no me sorry ye na me dan me hu say ti say the way I hanu ye no abafom kakra ba edan no bafom edan ne bafom nicely an spread anko baby anti ye danyame asise
Matthias say like buildings in Suwecho and now
Suwecho nti ye danyame asipa say ye si ye no anko si seche we say obi be pra na obi be ye
nipa ba ko prior no na ye na Kodubu hospital say o face treatment ha na okwa sorry and I say
Oh, enya ha na mekwa asori bae. Meni omu wa hapa, meni omu wa hapa. Sinseni ya meni omu kwa asori. Mi haya na meni omu wo.
Yeah, that's it, yo. So basically, what she was saying, it was telling us she was here conversing with some of the workers. She doesn't know exactly what work they were going to do in the church, but I believe they were part of the construction workers. They were working on the 3rd floor of the building because it's a 3-story building. There's a basement, the ground floor, and of course there were offices at the top, aside the main auditorium of the church, and that's when it collapsed on them. And she was saying there was one person shouting, giving out a warning, saying they should rush out, they should leave, and then they saw glasses breaking out. There was a whole lot of dust billowing around in the environment, and that's when they all ran from the building because it looked like it was a tear gas situation. The whole place was just misty, dark. They don't know what happened. Like somebody had sent in some missiles to just explode the whole place. So what you see now is just the church building. There's a few cordons around the place telling people not to enter, and fortunately there weren't any casualties from the incident. That's what we can say. This is reminiscent of a famed retail brand in the country whose complex fell down. And you can imagine if you are in such a place and it collapses on you, the kind of trauma you're going to undergo. And of course, it's reminiscent of how tragic Christian Achu's death was. This is a worrying trend, and we hope this is one of the last we'll see in a very long time. There were 2 last week in Accra, and there was 1 in Tamale, and this week too there has been 1 here in Botiano. So it's a riding state where we can ask surveyors what exactly is going on. Is there no inspection? Is this because it looks like we're in a waterlogged area? So maybe the ground wasn't really strong enough to hold a story building, that's why it collapsed. A lot of questions going on. So hopefully we will get some answers. But for now, this is the state of the Word in Action Church here in Botiano, where the 3-story building collapsed yesterday.
Pepsodent introduces charcoal,